Shalom. Kal Halal Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rahaha Gradash. Shalom and salutations and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, who I learned this 100% true from. Shalom also to the elder bishops, the elders, prophets, and teachers. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai Barakatam. To all of those brothers who make themselves a living sacrifice, while I also learn this 100% and continue to learn this 100% true from. Shalom to Speckled Bird, the Confused Face, the Akim and Aquab, the Akim on the highways and byways, and last but not least, the elect. This is a sit down, and I wasn't sure how I was going to lead off or talk about anything, but I had pulled up some scriptures that I had put together, and it's about being a double-minded man. If the Spirit takes me somewhere else with it, then I will, naturally, but I just really want to talk a little bit about the double-minded man. And this is Sirach, Ecclesiasticus 1:28, and it reads, "Distrust not the fear of Yahweh when thou art poor, and come unto him with a double heart." So, I'll read that again. Distrust not the fear of Yahweh when thou art poor, and come unto him with a double heart. So, because of the things that you go through, it could lead you to be a double-hearted man, trying to serve two masters, please one, and taking care and trying to and disliking the other. Chapter 2, Ecclesiasticus chapter 2, verse 12. "Woe be to the fearful hearts and faint hands in the sinner that goeth two ways." So this two ways is trying to cater to two masters, and it's not going to work. It's not going to happen. You can only serve one master. That's something that our people don't understand. James 1:8. "A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways." One of my favorite scriptures that I use because it's more common today than it ever has been when it's being brought out, because this is what we have today. But we also understand and realize too that these wacky techie Christians and these other denominations under Christianity, along with the elites and the government, they're about to run down on the Hebrew Israelites, which is us, which makes up, you Native American Indians, you Spanish, and you so-called Negroes. They're about to get ready to run down on us. And believe it or not, this is all Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai's plan. It's Salakia. It's being prepared for what's about to happen before it happens. That's what the prophets and the teachers and the elders are doing. Bear me 1 second. I forgot we're in that season of bugs. Luke 16:13. "No servant can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold the one and despise the other. You cannot serve the Most High and Mammon." Matthew 6:24. No man can serve two masters. Salakia. Revelation 3:16. So then, because thou art lukewarm, and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth. And that's because you choose not to overcome. This is 1 John 4:4. Ye are God's little children, and have overcome them, because greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. So we're going to overcome and get the victory of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai's people. Ultimately, what I'm trying to say is his elect, that I pray that I'm part of the hopeful elect, but the elect is going to get the victory, because what? They're not of this world. 1 John 5:4. For whatsoever is born of the Most High overcometh the world, and this is the victory that overcometh the world, even our faith. Oh, Salakia. Baruch 4:25. My children suffer patiently the wrath that is come upon you from the Most High. For thine enemy have persecuted thee, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction, and shalt tread upon his neck. And that's what we pray for. That Yahweh Hashem Yahushua get us out of here, and that he allows us and gives us powers over the nations. I will rock this out. The Spirit is on me to do it. I'll get some scriptures. Because, that's one of the reasons why we do what we do while we're in this. If you don't know, one of the reasons is to have power over the nations, to oppress our oppressors. Salaki is getting a little late. I'm a little sleepy, but as soon as I finish this, I'm going to go to sleep. Matthew 24:13. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. And that's what we're trying to do. We want to do the work to please Yahweh Yahushai, because you can't serve two masters. And in doing the work, we have to overcome it and do it to the end. That's what the job is. There's other detailed things that's in between those things I mentioned, but ultimately that's what we ought to be doing. Go out in the highways and byways and prophesy and teach this word. And actually, I wish have mercy on our spirits, our souls, and pray that we could be part of the hopeful elect. That's what we're trying to do. Revelation 2:7. He that have an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. To him that overcometh will I give to eat of the tree of life, which is in the midst of paradise of the Most High. Let me jump down to, oh boy. I'm going to jump down to verse 11. He that have an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. Now, who are the churches? The churches are 7 churches that consist of Israelites. I forgot the names right now, but it's not 9 churches. It's 7 churches, and churches represent what? The people, not the church itself, but it's the people. Boy, okay. So lucky. Stop yawning over here. Ooh. Revelation 2:26. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations. Abarak Zada was in the spirit to bring that out, because ultimately that's what we want. We want power over the nations. That's one of the things that we want. Why wouldn't you want to have power? Revelations 3:5. He that overcometh The same shall be clothed in white raiment, and I will not blot out his name out of the book of life, but I will confess his name before my Father and before his angels. Revelation 3:12. He that overcometh will I make a pillar in the temple of the Most High, of my power, and he shall go no more out. And I will write upon him the name of my power and the name of the city of my power, which is New Jerusalem, which cometh down out of heaven from my power, and I will write upon him my new name, which is Yahushai. Revelation 21:7. He that overcometh shall inherit all things. And he will be, and I will be his power, and he shall be my son. Well, who's Yahweh Bashem Yahushua talking about? Well, who's Yahweh Shai talking about? He's talking about the elect. That's what he's talking about. Romans 12:21. Be not overcome of evil, but overcome evil with good. Oh gosh, pain. The pain, boss, the pain. Salakia. So what are some of the things that we have to overcome? We have to overcome pain. We have to overcome chastisement. We have to overcome our people hating us. Our own people wishing us to death. And serving our enemy. Our people being double-minded. 1 Corinthians 11:32. But when we are judged, we are chastised of Yahweh, that we should not be condemned with the world. Oh, shucks. Maccabees 7:33. And though the living power, Yahweh, be angry with us a little while for our chastising and correction, yet shall he be at one again with his servants. That's what we want, man. We want to go back home. We want to go back home and get up out of here. Deuteronomy 8:5. Thou shalt also consider in thy heart that as a man chastiseth his son, so Yahweh thy power chastiseth thee. And he's only going to chastise who he loves. Job 5:17. Behold, happy is the man whom the Most High correcteth. Therefore despise not thou the chastising of the Almighty. That's right. You're supposed to go through it. Babakushah Salakia, Israel. really need to be taking my chops to bed. I've been running and ripping all week. Psalms 94:12. Blessed is the man whom thou chastisest, O Lord, and teacheth him not out of thy law. Wisdom of Solomon 3:5. And having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded, for the Most High proved them and found them worthy for himself. It's hot in here. Shit. Oh, boy, man, come on, man. These people that serve, they try to serve two different gods. You know, they call them false names. They lie about how they keep the law, and they're hypocrites, and they demand you to do like Yahushua said. Don't do what they say. Don't do as they do. So what they're doing is what? They're adding and they're removing scriptures to fit their narrative that they can manipulate or do whatever it is that they want to do. You know, most of them, they just want to feed their belly, man, so they're greedy. So they use the scriptures to manipulate you to fund their enterprise. That's why it's important that you read the scriptures. But it's even more important that you learn the scriptures from a man of the Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. He's not Yahusha and Yah and all these other different names, or JC, or all these other different names that people claim for him to be. He has one name and his father has one name. They have many different titles, but they only have one name. Yahweh, who is the Father, who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls JC, the Prince of Peace. That is Yahweh Shai. That's his real name. So I can rest this. Deuteronomy 4:2. Ye shall not add unto the word which I command you, neither shall ye diminish out aught from it, that ye may keep the commandments of Yahweh, your power, which I command you. Deuteronomy 12:32. What thing soever I command you, observe to do it. Thou shalt not add thereto, nor diminish from it. So the scriptures are put there for you to teach exactly what the scriptures are there for, not for you to do what you want to do and say what you want to say. Well, I'm just gonna make this a quick little lesson. I'm not gonna do a sit. I'll do my sit down tomorrow. Revelation 22:18. For I testify unto every man that heareth the words of the prophecy of this book, and if any man shall add unto these things, the Most High shall add unto him the plagues that are written in this book. So, this is the time we're coming to the end of our grace period. You don't want to be a double-minded man thinking that you can serve the Lord and serve Satan or Mammon. You want to do the best that you can in these last moments that we have this grace period to overcome, because we're about to get ready it's about to get ready to go down with these last major prophecies. And this Babylon that we know today won't be the same. And then after that, it won't be anymore. And watch what you're saying. If you're teaching, it's important that you teach the correct doctrine, because you will be destroyed for that too. You will be considered as a false prophet if you're not teaching the correct doctrine and the correct names, Yahweh wa Yahweh Shai. Don't add and no subtract to these scriptures. Teach it the way it has been set up for you to teach. You don't have to get too deep, as they say. Just stay one deep. So, Abarakazah, you're edified with that lesson, man. I come back again tomorrow. Abarakazah. Call Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakradash. Shalom and salutations and double honors again to the elder apostle, Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect. Shalom.